Welcome back to the Keaton Knife Shop. Today's video will be a brief tutorial on how to install a ceramic glass platen liner for your belt sander. Ceramic glass liners are made out of a ceramic fireplace glass and is extremely hard. The material is designed to withstand temperatures up to 1292 degrees Fahrenheit, which is nearly 3 times that of tempered glass. These liners are commonly used as a platen on belt sanders since they're not only hard but they also reduce the frictional coefficient between your belts and your platen. Since the frictional effects are much lower, you'll generate less heat while grinding. The ceramic glass platen that I ordered is 2 inches wide and 8 inches long. These are the exact dimensions of my current steel platen. This liner is also around 3/16 of an inch thick. Note that there is some danger when using ceramic platens, especially if you do not build a ledge to support the bottom of the liner. When these platens do come loose, they generally shatter and can cause bodily harm to the user. Proper adhesion and a ledge is a must with these liners. I'm going to be utilizing 3M double-sided tape for my installation. JBweld is also a very common form of adhesion for ceramic platen liners. However, with the research I did on the topic, I feel like there is less room for error with the tape. The reason I'm upgrading to this ceramic glass platen is because the steel platen on my Calicodramus 2x72 grinder is dished out. So the first thing I'm going to do is take it off. Now I'm going to be flipping this platen around so that I can utilize the back of the platen, which is still flat, to attach the ceramic glass platen to. This saves me a little bit of work with not having to do any flattening or hand sanding on the platen itself. I then mark off the size of the ledge that I will be creating for the bottom of this platen. It should be noted here that you need to make the ledge long enough to compensate not only for the width of the platen, but also for the width of the tape that you're going to be applying to your steel platen. After I have the ledge cut out and cleaned up, I mock it up so that we can get it tack welded onto the platen itself. This can be a little precarious since the ledge is kind of small. I've seen multiple different methods to attach a ledge to your platen in order to support the ceramic glass. This is just one way. I've seen some people drill and tap holes into the platen so they can put screws coming in through the back. I've also seen people drill a hole and then epoxy in pins, pin stock, so that it will provide a solid barrier for the glass platen to sit on. After it's welded up, I'll take it over to the belt sander and clean it up just a little bit so my nasty welds don't look so nasty. And then it's off to cleaning the platen itself and getting it ready for the tape. No matter how you plan on adhering the ceramic glass platen to your steel platen, you're going to want to make sure that all the surfaces are extremely clean, especially for the JBweld method and for this tape method. The double-sided automotive tape that I ordered from 3M is about 1/2 of an inch wide. It will take 4 pieces to adhere the glass ceramic platen liner to my steel platen. It's worth slowing down during this period and taking great care on getting everything nice and straight. The tape can be cut to the exact size with an X-Acto knife so that it perfectly fits on the inside of your liner. Once you're done, you can turn the platen upside down and cut off any excess tape that is on the outside of the steel platen. Then the fun part, you get to peel it all off. So you can use a razor blade to get the edge up and then peel off all 4 pieces of the protecting film on top of the double-sided tape. This next part is probably the most nerve-wracking part of the process. You have to take your glass ceramic platen, which has also been cleaned, and carefully place it on top of the double-sided tape so that it is resting on the ledge and also perfectly in line with the steel platen itself. Then you can apply some light pressure onto the top of the glass to make sure that it is fully seated onto the double-sided tape. Lastly, you can go around it and cut off any excess tape or material, and then you're pretty much ready to go put it back on your belt grinder. You can see in this close-up shot that the ledge fully supports the bottom part of the glass platen, and the glass platen is fully attached to the original steel platen. As a side note, if your grinder is like mine, it may make sense to slot slightly or oversize one of the holes on these pieces of angle that are attaching the platen to the belt grinder. This will allow you to adjust the platen side to side and make it perfectly parallel with your belts. I use a large level and a clamp to clamp to the platen itself so that I can line it up with the two idler wheels. I'm shooting for around a 1/16 of an inch to 1/32 of an inch gap between the level or the front face of the platen and the idler wheels. Here's a close-up of that tolerance. This is the side-to-side tracking I was talking about lining up by utilizing a slot on one of the attachment brackets for your platen. You'll be able to move in my case, the top part of the platen to the right or to the left in order to perfectly align itself with the tracking of the belts. Here are some close-ups of the platen in action. The next clip will be full speed at the platen ledge. And that wraps up this tutorial. It's really nice to have a truly flat platen to grind on. I'm hoping this platen will last me a few years before needing to be replaced. I also hope that you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel. I'll have more knife making videos coming your way. Until then, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.